Hello, is this thing on? Early pawn is early. No, early pawn is not early. Hello and welcome to twitch.tv/RonanPawn live stream on twitch.tv/RonanPawn. I think you can hear me from where you are all the way over there. Microphone all the way over here. Drum kit out in the middle of the USS Enterprise for some reason. That doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right at all. It's not the right scenario. It's not the right setting. We're gonna have to do something about this. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's give this a try. Oh yeah, that feels much better. That feels like where we should be, doesn't it? Isn't that where you think we should be? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's a drumming day. We're gonna drum if I can remember where the things are to hit with the sticks. Those are the things that need to happen. I wanted to, yes, Ronan Pawn Live. That's indeed correct for me. I wanted to introduce you to my friend Chuck, actually. Ground Chuck, we call him. By the way, I've got like, I don't know, 120 pounds of... Is it called venison if it's a unicorn? Anyway, if you're hungry, if you need some meat, you let me know. I decided to move off of the Enterprise deck and into this place. I'm a strange lad, is what I am. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've been getting very much into my drum kit. I have had this thing for years and years and years and years. It's been gathering dust in the basement, and I broke it out recently because I wanted to shake things up and just got an itch to drum. And I now have gone on to Amazon and ordered $25, because that's the free shipping kind of thing. $26, because it was hard to get exactly 25, worth of stuff to make this drum kit better. By which I mean the little piezo sensors that go into these pads so that I can make my own pads, and a number of other things that, you know, we'll get to that someday in future content. We may just, you might get an opportunity to, like, join me in some soldering, I guess, is what we could do. And one of the ways that you could do that is because in addition to making this from scratch, you know, building this facility that I'm in now, another thing that I did today was I set up the, there's going to be a little bit of delay, I believe, but I set up the cell phone to act as a secondary camera. So hello, cell phone! This is the cell phone. It's literally wirelessly streaming video, and we could do audio if we needed to. I've got it set up for that, but not for today, not for now. So now, oh god, I didn't mean to break the fourth wall. Back into the fourth wall. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna do some drumming today. Where's the bot, darn it? Is the bot not online? Did he not tell you what your points are? Why are there no names? Oh my god, that's loud.
How do you have it almost mix and the table and the new screens behind you? Unicorns are a dime a dozen.
Dorsal. Well, unicorns are a dime a dozen, but how did I afford all the microphones behind me? Well, GIMP, the freeware version of Photoshop, is a wonderful thing. Thank you, by the way, for the cheer. Yeah, apparently the bot is offline. I don't know, I was busy constructing all of this and setting up the cell phone camera and tweaking the drum kit and everything, so, you know, maybe the guy who built the bot could do something. I don't know. Maybe he could do something about that today for us. We're going to be, what are we going to be doing? We're going to play some drums along to some backing tracks. I found another channel that just has, like, you know, songs without drums on it for people to be able to play along with. I'm sure I'll get sued, because I did get sued from the last live stream that we tried to do this with drumming. They came after me for, you know, the deep ad revenues that I'm earning off of these live streams, so good for them. You know, you can't get blood from a stone. Also, let's just, you know what, let's replace the motivational picture back there. There we go. So now, You have the tiniest little infinitesimally small vision of what I'm actually pulling up on the computer now. So I found the channel is Drumless Backing Tracks, drum, 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 and it's just another source for drumless backing tracks. That's probably why they named it that, now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, I'm gonna just pick one out here, and we're gonna go at it. I've played through some of these before, but I think it'll be fun. Let's see, it's not working. What's not working? Play X files? Nope, completely off. Good. Good, great, the bot's down. I'll try and fix that during the live stream break. I'm a little bit screwed for getting anywhere near the computer right now. For some reason, I'm not sure exactly. So I'm going to pull up some Ultra Funk. I'm going to pause it for a second because what else do I need to do? I need to mute the microphone whenever we start drumming because otherwise you'll just be hearing me clacking and tapping and whatnot. So that's a thing. Alright, so let's give this a go. See how this is working. Wisdom, 100% died. I killed him. I needed, it's unicorn, just, I needed something to lure it in, you know? They don't just walk into the unicorn traps.
He accepted the system of a Down's chop suey for his first playthrough, so should you.
System of a down chop suey? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Let's try let's ease in with something less copywritten, and also less, 1,000 beats per second. And Jacksepticeye, alright, Jack's okay. I thought it was PewDiePie. If it was PewDiePie, I was gonna be like, don't compare me to him. So, God, I look horrible. I feel so just out of sorts. Well, of course you're out of sorts. You were doing all this crap right up until the live stream started. So yeah, alright, here we go. there's gonna be some dialing in to be done. That was fun though. How you guys feel? Because now I'm already tired. Let's take a break. Especially on this drum throne instead of my, chair with a back to it. I might actually get the chair with the back over here because the extra effort and all of this needs to come up by an extra inch because I am a little bit higher in this chair than before. Hey, Pony. Nani the H is this. This isn't Fortnite. It is Fortnite. It's a new, what you can't really tell back there because it's so small on the screen is I'm speed running it with just a MIDI, drum kit. I'm building a wall. Oh, some dude to shoot. Oh, I died. All right. Well, top 50 next time. Let's see if I can't get the other chair over into our realm for this. Whew. So it'll be a lot of changing things if I can't. Boy, this is gonna be difficult. Oh, okay. There we go. Trying to get the hold on it so that I can get over. Over the microphone and the drum equipment, but under the lights. Oh.
So hang-on, that was a drum interpretation of Fortnite, okay, do a drum interpretation of Cluster Truck.
A drum interpretation of Cluster Truck instead of Fortnite. Oh. I'm already tired. I think that's it for the day. Well, that was fun. Glad I did all that work with coming up with a new set for it and everything, because I'm already beat. Let's go home, everybody. It was a good show. Alright, so there's more to be played on this majigger here. Yeah, I'm already, look at him. He started out, he looked so confident and strong on the drum throne. As soon as he gets the chair back, he's just, this is it. This is the way I like to be. Bot working yet, says Darth Angeles? You want me to fix the bot? No, I can't. Get Noah to fix the bot. Here, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll call Noah to fix the bot and he won't show up. But I'll at least have done my part in yelling at him. Noah, can you, restart the bot for us? Live stream, out of breath. May die soon. There you go. So I asked him. I reached out. He's not around and won't do anything. I want everything, says Darth Andrews. You can only have half of everything. I see a reggae drumless track backing 5 days ago released. Let's try some reggae. Who likes reggae? Yeah, man.
guys, just a quick message. If you like my tracks and you want to help facilitate the continued content creation on my channel, then please consider heading over to iTunes and downloading one of my albums. Or alternatively, you can shop on Amazon via my affiliate link at no extra cost or effort to yourselves. All the links can be found in the description below. Cheers.
That's how drummers communicate to one another. Yes, no, yes, no, maybe, and then, why does my kick suck so badly? It's this kick pedal. So, I have ordered some piezoelectric devices. I've ordered some contact switches. I think I picked up some springs or something too. Hold on, play this now, please. Says, why are there no names? Wait, did that just come through? Did the ice cream? Did Noah... Yay, Noah got it working again. Has he played alive yet? What? Who? Also, sounds good, Running Point. You should play Played Alive now. What's a Played Alive? What's that? Play this now, please. Says, why are there no names? Is this going to be one of those, you know, 250 BPM thrash metal songs like you like? Just hang on. Yeah, it is. 200 BPM metal drumless backing track. Okay, what I'll do is I'll play a really slow version of it, because I'm not opposed to it. I'm just, you know, opposed to killing myself as a man with chronic fatigue syndrome. So, something and then I'll try it. I can't even keep up with it, just trying to play it slow. I can't find the BPM. Thanks, though. Thanks for suggesting the thing that would kill me. I'm lucky to be able to do this, and you immediately want me to, like, could you jump the shark into, like, a whale's mouth while being killed by the shark? Yeah, no. No, that's how I used to play drums. I should try and dig up some of my old recordings of what we used to do back in the Dead Letters days here in the Detroit punk rock area. Because, yeah, I was a bit of a crazy thrasher, kill myself for the beat kind of a fella. Fasters is why, yeah, no. No, we decided against that. Hey, how about some funky disco at 135 BPM? I'll split the difference, okay? So the last track was at, like, 12 BPM. That one was at 1,052. So how about if we did, like, 135 BPM for some funky disco? Maybe? Hang on. Oh, I should probably leave that muted before I do all that with my throat, huh? That's fun. That's fun. Breakdowns weren't quite coming together for me, and God, both of these kick pedals just have to go, girlfriend. You know what I did? I pulled out, I've got arrow drums as well. Some of you may recall from ages ago. I've got the arrow drums, which are, it's a camera system, webcam points etching. You got little reflectors on the ends of your sticks and on your feet. And you don't have to have any drums. You just sit there doing this. And, you know, it fires all of the various drum sounds. That system is a little bit... It's worse than this, basically, is how I feel about it. When you get it working right, it can be a marvelous thing, but the amount of effort that goes into getting it right is more than I'm up for. And also, you don't get any of the bounce back when you're swinging in, you know, the middle of the air, as you'll do. Ice Cream, here's something slower for you. Oh, should I believe him? Should I trust the man, the untrustworthy man? I'll click on it, because, you know, it's fun to be screwed by your fan base. So why are there no names? I recommend this for you, but then I get told you already did reggae, so how about you do some Played Alive? I don't know what a Played Alive is. What's a Played Alive? Sorry? See, I'm not going to kill myself, which is the only way that would be entertaining. For me, anyway. You know, just trying to come up with a way to play something that's...
G-O-R-R-A-M-I-T Pawn. Point d'exclamation. Point d'exclamation. HTTPS. www.youtube.com. Watch. V égale IKSRDC min 810 is played alive, and if you don't click the link come to your house and it. You is a wet fish.
You're gonna come to my house and hit me with a wet fish. Is that before or after the dudeve? What was that supposed to be? What was that, huh? Is that your WWWs? You know, you don't have to say that. It's 2019. Anyone who doesn't get that you gotta type W, you don't have to type it. It'll be fine. YouTube.com/RonanPawn. Not https://www.youtube.com/user/RonanPawn. YouTube.com/RonanPawn. It'll figure it out. No, I've yelled for no reason. Noah suggested a track first, and then I'll look at what Played Alive is. This is 10 minutes long, Noah. What the hell are you doing? I'm probably not going to play along to the whole thing, but I'll take a look. We'll give it a go. it's just so frustrating. Like when it's a big song that's got a tempo to it and there's a lot of else going on. The double kicks that happen here just because I put my foot down on the kick once don't bother me, but God, when it's something like that, it really bothers me. So the first thing that I'm going to do when I get the parts and the piezo devices and everything is I'm going to build myself a kick out of, my actual kick drum pedal that I got in the basement. So I'll make a real kick that will actually, act like a kick instead of double firing like this piece of stuff does. That'll be my first big thing. It's Paul, and of course he's gonna do it all. He's not really. No, I wasn't feeling that track. Anyway, it's just too slow, and I was listening to this thing hitting. I need something that'll drown the stuff that I'm gonna repair later in it. At least in my headphones, anyway. But let's see what this Played Alive thing is. Played Alive. What are you? Video unavailable. The uploader has not made this video available in my country. Thanks. Now I know. Now I know what it is. Played Alive. Thank you. Thank you for that suggestion. Here's something in 5/8 for you to jam with. 5/8 time? I don't know what that is. Okay. See, that's actually Noah Kra. What I was kind of trying to do, I was, trying to be more complicated than necessary, I suppose, for that one. 10/16th was to, like, come up with a drum line that went right over the top of the 5/8 and then came back with it. And, God, I just can't get that into my head. I don't like that pattern, that rhythm at all. Which is, interesting. Jesus
OK
Christ,
トーン
that's fucking
アイ
loud!
コート V カルメットダウン Sorry about the fish slate TRYTHIS リンク It's noise youtube.com watch V equals Z2UJCYH の WYQ
JGYH is yes, W. So Toadies and Silverchair are two of my big loves. Toadies is like my favorite band of all time from the grunge era. And Toadies in particular has like one of the things that they do, like that they did all over that album, like constantly, was they do these drum beats that they alternate back and forth. Well, not just drum beats, but the whole song rhythm alternates back and forth between like 4/4 timing and then something like a 5/8 and then back, and it's like every off verse has an extra measure on it, kind of thing. So I love that kind of stuff, and I've definitely, we had some songs like that. Well, we had at least one song, I can't remember it, but I remember, that enjoying the hell out of playing it back in the Dead Letters. But yeah, I just couldn't get into that. I have a challenge for you. Try drumming to Grandmaster Blues. That song is literally impossible to drum to. Like, he changes speed every 2 seconds. Ooh! I think I will try that. And Darth Angelus, let's pull up your link. Safri Duo. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for it. Is it going somewhere? Is it going to do something? It's just like a still frame of the... What is that? The drums are already there. What is that? You have not explained played alive. So yeah, let's try that. Let's try doing Grandmaster Blues if I can pull that up while I'm buried underneath all of these interfaces and using my wireless keyboard with the mouse tracking thing. So Grandmaster Blues, somewhere in the list, I think about halfway down or more. One of our, usual go-to-break songs. God, it's really loud, too. It's going to blow my head off. The headphones are way too loud. But if I don't have them loud, then I haven't figured out the audio setup for this to where, we'll all be able to hear what's happening together. Where are you? Without just blowing my head off my shoulders. Grandmaster Blues. Oh, but to be able to just control F and search. Wouldn't that be a wonderful life there? Grandmaster Blues, we could do Dig in a Hole. Hey, let's do Dig in a Hole, right? Where the hell are you, Grandmaster Blues? I must have scrolled past it, because we go any deeper down, he's not going to be down there. Ooh, I'll be my own mirror. That's another good one, too. So, Dig in a Hole, it's the elevator, beach party, troublemaker, make it want to trouble with the comeback, something with it, and say what you will, do, Josh Woodward. I like it. I don't know any of the lyrics. There he is, MC Culla's Grandmaster Blues. Let's give it a go.
But I ain't never seen outside. set you free. Oh, maybe pain and sorrow, there's no tomorrow. Will take a hold of me, baby, baby, baby. All alone, baby, won't you come along and hold me? I ain't the seventh son, but I know where I'm from. Let's head on, head on, head on down the highway. And maybe when we come back, by then you will have seen things my way. I don't want no silly woman. A woman who's got no sense of style. I want a girl with a diamond ring on her finger. One who knows how to say nothing. I just can't find this girl nowhere. Until I do, I'ma stay alone.
Now it's just gonna hit once, you know? There's a way to do it if I pay very close attention to where I can keep it from double tapping, but... yeah, so he's all over the fucking place with that thing. I'd say you did reasonably well for a song that's impossible to drum to. Yeah, he's all over with the tempo, isn't he? Would those buy your ideal drum set? No. No, this is my ideal drum set. I just have to, you know, fix it with solder and tools and things. Elisa's drums with this nitro mesh kit. No, that's crap. It's, you know, probably is if it's only $350. This was even cheaper. Making electronic drum kits actually not that hard. So I'm going to mod this one out, you know, got the controller here to feed information to over USB into the computer, and then the computer acts as the brain. All these pads I could actually replace with my real drums, and then just, you know, change them, get rid of the heads, replace them with the screen, literally like Windows screen, which I've got in a giant roll in the basement. So I'm going to be happy with this. I'm already happy with it just to be able to drum without, you know, blowing my ear sockets out or killing myself. Try this one, suggests Noah Crow. You guys have been choosing really bad, like all straight. If this one doesn't like go, then I'm just gonna go back to doing what I'm gonna do. Do you know Adam Neely on YouTube? He does cool videos on music theory and that kind of stuff. I recommend looking him up sometimes. Okay, I know someone with that drum set. Do you? Do you? For $350, it's, you know, probably a really good deal, actually, and it's got its own brain to it, drum set. By the way, if you did want to build your own drum kit, Arduino, and, like, people have code for basically turning an Arduino into what's in here, and then you can build your own, you know, drum heads and sensors and stuff for probably, if you were really scrimping and using found material, saved material kind of stuff, maybe $30 you could build a drum kit plus whatever the cost is for a $5 computer that you then have to program in order to convert the analog signals into digital and MIDI output and that kind of stuff. But it can be done. So I'm closing down all this crap you people keep throwing at me. I can't play along to them. I'm not having fun. I play super fast. I can't play super fast. I got a medical condition. Over here. Let's try. Okay. With your Rickroll. That's the best one yet. I'll play that one. So back over to, what is this? Drumless backing tracks on YouTube. It's the name of the channel. Let's do psychedelic rock. I'm not that into rock, actually. At least these tracks that you get online, I'm not that into what they turn out to be. Kind of boring. I do like, it's funny because like the kind of music that I wouldn't ever really sit down and listen to. These tracks are what I want to drum to. See my ice cream, Pawns, is why are their names. What was your ice cream? I don't see it. I already looked up the drum kit if that was your ice cream. You know what? Just F all of you. My God. Just friggin' play some drums. That was actually fun to play along to. So yeah, about halfway through the song, my guitar fell over, I guess from the reverberations of me with the banging and the hitting things, and then came with it the shotgun. So the guitar came over, and it dragged the shotgun out. It's never a good thing when the shotgun falls over, you know? You're never going, oh cool, the shotgun fell over, at least if, you know, not where I'm from. 19 8-time pawn, please. Yes. No, follow. You have used up all of your links I'll follow for the day. Why are there no names? Fi Loop. Your right hand is a bit sloppy, isn't it? Says Lo-Fi Loop. You. It'll cost you. Don't go hitting on a girl like that. What kind of right hand do you want? I don't know if my right hand is sloppy or not. It's been a couple of years since I've been drumming, but I feel good. It's just, you know, I don't feel great about the drum kit. Things keep kind of falling apart on me. You know, it's kind of a weird thing because there aren't many instruments that you like go to play, and sometimes the note just doesn't fire, you know? Like usually if you're playing guitar and you go to like hit a note and it doesn't fire at all, it'll just not fire at all because the string broke, and then it'll be like, oh, I broke a string, I'll have to restring that. With this particular instrument, not only does it like not fire, what it will do is go ahead and put in extra notes. And that is definitely moderately disturbing while you're crafting, you know, a song and trying to get into a groove, and then, you know, you'll go to hit the drum, the kick. See, there was two of them. I want to like, there it goes, da-da, da-da. You know, some of them, they land on places in the song where it's like, oh, wow, he sounds really good. He must have a double kick on. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. It's just happening. It's also not really good at the old drum rolls there, is it? We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. And maybe one of the other things that I'll plan on doing is that I'll plan on building and turning into a video for the YouTubes. I'll do the kick so that I've got a kick that works. I'm going to try and fix the hi-hat. I got a really complicated idea for how to do the hi-hat, which I think is actually the simplest solution. But that I have no guarantee will actually work because I don't understand how MIDI signals are processed thoroughly enough. And other people would like look into that and know what they're going to do before they do it. But I just got an idea that I'm going to try, and maybe it'll work. That's how I'm going to go about it. So with this, this is an full. Both of these damn foot pedals are just binary. They're on or off. They're just switches. They are, in fact, those little... I took it apart a little bit to see. They are, in fact, those little momentary membrane switches, you know, the kind that you get in modern keyboards that don't have the words Cherry MX at the beginning of them. Membrane keyboard kind of switches. And like the time where it decides that it's closed is a bit before when you actually get all the way down, because there's another like quarter to half an inch worth of play there before you get all the way down. And it's the same on the other one, which is why you get like these double pops. So for the kick, I'm just gonna use an actual, you know, kick pedal with a mallet on it that I've got, and then put a sensor on a block of wood or whatever. I'll build something for it to kick into and send, you know, a velocity information that way with an actual kick, instead of having this little momentary contact switch device that tends to fire multiple times. With this one, however, what would be great is if I could get this to recognize multiple states instead of just all open or all closed. If I could get this to recognize states in between, so a quarter of the way open, half open, 3/4 of the way open, full open, and closed, have like 5 states like that, that would be great. So my idea here, I don't know if it'll work, but my idea is I've ordered a series of micro switches, and there's a little, right in here, there's a little like ridge that they put in there to help stabilize the plastic, you know, make it sturdier. And I'm gonna, my thought is to put like 5, well, probably like 3 or 4 is all that I'll be able to fit in there, little micro switches along that ledge, and then wire each of them with a resistor that resists more and more and more value, and do it like that, so that when I step down on it, it contacts the first switch. And I think this is going to have to be in an default to an on state and then go to an off state or something. It depends on whether you're talking about the switch or the pedal itself. But in terms of the switch, anyway, as I step on it, it'll, you know, hit one contact, and those resistors will come into play, and then the next one, and that resistor will come into play in the circuit, and then the next one, and that resistor will come into play in the circuit, and so forth and so on, is the thought. So that I can get multiple, you know, so I can get more control out of this, more possibilities out of this, and mostly just get it to stop, like, if I don't take my foot off of it completely while I'm doing other things, just because I'm like rocking and stuff like that, you get this a lot. You know, just hear it at random places where it's just slamming down because it only recognizes full on or full off. So I want to, you know, do something to try and correct that, but I think at the same time I'll try and modify it in a way that makes it better. Now, I did consider the possibility of using a potentiometer for that, variable resistor. And the main problems with the potentiometer, there's actually a lot of them, a lot of things that I don't understand about how MIDI signals work, and whether if I had a potentiometer in line, would that even, you know, work if I didn't have switches to go along with it to fire. I don't understand exactly, but potentiometers have mechanical potentiometers that either slide or twist, like the knobs on your stereo, to turn the volume up and down. Those things don't have long lives. There's only so many twists that you're going to get out of the knobs of your stereo, and the sliders are actually worse than the twisters. So building something out of that would be seeing, you know, hundreds of ups and downs over the course of just a couple of minutes of just an hour, would probably just burn through potentiometers like that. So I'm thinking a series of micro switches with more and more resistors will give it good long life and give me the possibility to make this work. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going to go for. The kick is a guaranteed solve. And then, I did order 10 of the piezo elements, so maybe for the snare drum, I'll actually get my snare drum from downstairs and bring that up and wire that up, so that I can get, like, good drum rolls. You know, because it's not such a big deal if I'm going to drum roll over here. But the snare, like, I can't even get it to fire when I'm doing it really, really lightly, which means the lightest snare that I could, or, drum roll that I can start at is like... And it's still missing some of those beats and things. So maybe I'll look into that as well. But I know that the pedals will be the first thing that I attack. I've got my soldering equipment all set up out on the table and ready for it. And the pieces are actually coming in the mail tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see whether I record that as a... Yeah, I think I'll record that as a YouTube video. But honestly, we could do that here on the Twitch streams live if we wanted to. Because as I may have shown you a bit earlier, we now have this capability. Hi. So I've got the cell phone hooked up as a wireless camera again, and the cell phone is hooked up with I got my lavalier microphone working as well. So, in fact, you want to hear the lavalier microphone? This is gonna feed back, shoot. Oh, it's not. It's not. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize for this. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn. Okay, yeah, that is feeding. No audio. No audio. Yes, because I turned that off and then the other thing. But yeah, so now we got a mobile camera with mobile audio. It'll transmit both of them straight back here. It's completely wireless. We can walk around the house if you want to. Hey, I got an idea. You want to go see the dishes I haven't done since my dad left like a month ago? Haven't washed a single... Ooh, you know what? We could go down to the basement and I could show you the pile of puke that one of the cats threw up that I haven't... I'm very, like, going down the stairs is a big deal for me, says the man who's sitting here and drumming. Okay. Get me back to the drumscape. I'll tell you what, so far the best thing about this this live stream has been this graphical deal that I came up with. I worked on this very, very hard. Very, very, well, a couple of hours just playing around with it. I mean, everything here is completely, like, generated from everybody else's images. It was a lot of work. It's sort of like the way Aqua Teen Hunger Force built its sets. It's not exactly the way that they did their sets for that cartoon. But, you could see how they had strung patterns together in order to create three-dimensional shapes out of two-dimensional drawings, and very weird sort of art style, and I feel like this is a similar process to that. He knows. I know. Do I know? I don't know nothing. I know that we need to take a live stream break. We were 20 minutes late. That's why I haven't been playing any drums. So we're going to go away, and then we're going to come back, and I'm probably just going to sit down and just chill and play some fucking drums. And yeah, that'll be it. That's all. I'm just going to do that. Unless you guys want to talk about some serious, like, what did Donald Trump say today? You know what? Don't tell me. Instead, we'll just enjoy ourselves and play some drums and things. We're going to take a 7-minute break. Feel free to leave, because I don't know. Does anyone consider this entertainment? You know, I'm not speed running cluster truck at a million miles per hour, being, you know, the best in the world, taking world records and stuff. It's top 4, the full game completion. No, Bill, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just playing drums kind of sloppily on a kind of a bad electronic drum kit. So feel free to go, and I'll catch you back here when I start doing something that people actually want to watch on my live streams again. If that ever happens. That's probably not going to happen. You should probably just stick around here. It'll be easier. This needs more cowbell. I can put a cowbell in, I think. We'll have to... Well, I'm not going to try that. I'm just going to come back and play drums. After the 7-minute break, which is what we're going to now pawn not out. Hello, I am the Ronan Bourne, and welcome back to twitch.tv/Ronan live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. Let's just drum. Can we just drum? What if we just drummed? Didn't think about it, didn't talk about it, didn't talk about They Might Be Giants, various ways in which that band is inspirational. Just go on about, the uniqueness and originality that's just like, wow, I can't believe they, made a name on that, because it's awesome in a way that the market doesn't usually respond to. Let's not talk about all that kind of stuff. Let's not talk about how that's obvious on the surface level, but what you don't recognize is how John really likes to write the same kind of a song over and over again. So while everyone focuses on the originality and the uniqueness of They Might Be Giants, those who care about, that band from heyday 20, 30 years ago now, so there's actually a lot of sameness and repetitiveness that is just, like, inspirational in that, like, this is the kind of thing that I like to do, and he experiments within, like, his own form, but, I don't see in his work that he's uncomfortable with what his usual style is. And that's cool, to not feel like you have to, do everything. Like, this is what I like to do, and this is, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep working within my, he's done so many different things.
You come here all the time. Here's one for free.
Whoop whoop, thanks for the non-cluster content. Kleiner als 3.
You're welcome, and thank you for the resub 6 months, Snowman Olaf. Thank you, and for interrupting my train of things that I said let's not talk about. Just, it's not to, like, I believe John of They Might Be Giants, one of the two Johns of They Might Be Giants wrote, like, the Daily Show intro. He's done, like, the Mickey Mouse opening theme. His music is all over the place. He's done vocal work in, what was that movie with the girl whose name was one character off of a regular, and it was stop motion? And, studio, I don't know who the studio was, but what I'm talking about. Like, he's made a lot of different kinds of music and all kinds of stuff, but when he makes his own music, he makes his own music. He doesn't worry about the fact that, well, this kind of sounds like that. I mean, maybe he does, but he pushes through it, and that is inspirational as well, to just be like, you know what, this is what I like to do, this is what I'm gonna do. Why are we on this screen? This screen, I look like I'm sitting way too low. This screen, I only look like I'm sitting a little bit too low. That's why the camera is tilted the way it is. Let's just play some drums, everybody. Did we do the bossa nova? We did the psychedelic. What did we do? Let's big band drumless. Let's try a big band thing.
This track contains on-screen cues to help you follow the structure. If you'd like to support my work, please consider shopping on Amazon via my affiliate link, which is in the description below, at no extra cost or effort to yourselves. Cheers.
That was fun. That was fun. Didn't really push it for anything, did I? Just, man, the kick. Oh, I'm just gonna stop talking about it. The whole song, it's just going thud 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 thud, and it's like, this kind of sounds good, and then it doesn't, and then it kind of sounds good again, and then it doesn't. It's like, I have no control over that. So okay, I guess I'll just release all semblance of the concept of having any control over that, because I don't, and just play, and try and deal with the extra kicks falling in weird places that throw the rest of what I'm doing off. Does that still fit? Can I actually reach things like that? Still haven't found exactly how I want these the kit sitting here either. I can feel it drumming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's just go pick out another track from Drum Drum Drum. What's the name of the channel again, actually? Drumless backing tracks, drum, exclamation point, drum, exclamation point, drum, exclamation point. Ambient funk, drumless. Go. Give it to me.
subscribers now, which is a huge milestone that I'm looking forward to hitting maybe sometime just after Christmas. Also, if you would like to support this channel, please head over to Amazon via my affiliate link, which is in the description below, and pick up something that you already need.
Head over to my affiliate link, something. He was pushing that Netflix affiliate link thing pretty hard. My experience is you don't actually make that much of a percentage off of it. I think you should just be, asking people to support him on Patreon, because thank you very much to the dude making this music and putting it out there drumless, so that, I've got something to play along with. I can get back my chops and just enjoy myself. Thank you for that. I did not know that you could drum, says Mosaic Taste Force. Well, I can't, but, I'm sitting behind a drum kit, so, we'll call it that. I'm getting it back, and then once I get the kit rebuilt, or built into something in the first place, maybe I'll have it back even more. Ooh, you want to see some lag? I can feel it drumming in the air tonight. Oh no. So we just did, what was that? That was ambient funk. I'm betting that the grunge stuff is going to be kind of uninteresting. Just because my experience while trying to play along to like generic rock tracks that I've found is just kind of... Rock is actually quite boring. You gotta work really hard to make rock, make a rock drum line interesting. And I don't want to work hard. I just want to come to something that's already interesting and throw some crap down. But we'll give it a try on the grunge track here and see what they got for us. I like that little breakdown at the end. Be something you could really, like, come up with some cool stuff to do right there. I mean, I kind of hit on one idea, and I was like, okay, that's a good idea. What else? And I was, It's the only remedy. What is? Anyone seen Triple Frontier? It's getting an 8.7 on IMDb. I guess Blue Oyster Cult would like more cowbell. What? Cowbell is the only remedy. I get it now. Say no to cowbell, kids. I don't know. It is addictive, is the thing, you know? You start doing a little bit of it, and then it's like, it's all cowbell from there on out. So you definitely, you know, use responsibly if you're going to use certain things in drumming that are addicting, and cowbell certainly falls into that category. So that was the grunge version. I was kind of right in that it's kind of a boring, you know, you got to work in order to make it something interesting to play with. I really like these funk and just, you know, whatever the other things are. Has anyone else noticed that I can't, like, think or talk when I'm also exerting effort? Because I've picked up on that a little bit. It's okay, I have a disease. It's all right for me to be dumb. Also, you don't have to be smart, and honestly, the happiest I ever was when I was not the smartest man in the room. Latin jazz drumless. That was fun as well. I liked that. It felt like I was doing as little amount of work as possible, and I liked that. I liked that. I cannot even talk or type while talking, says Mosaic Task Force. But you can stop typing and then start talking, right? This is more like I do this and then I go to do that and I can't do that because I did this. At least I think it's funny. Man, it is sweaty underneath all of this absolutely real hair. Faster, faster. No. That was just my speed, just my jam right there. Slower, slower still. Just take it down to a 60 BPM. Although the problem is, if you get too low, then it just feels natural to double the tempo. So you got to find that perfect spot, don't you? So what was that? Was that Latin jazz drumless? Probably. Sounded like it. Yeah, let's do melodic rock. Rock, though. that was cool. I like that. Nice, slow, just laid back, chill little groove. Yeah, it could have gone one extra little measure so I could have done my ba, 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 and that would have been a great outro, but it was good. Boy, ain't this a lovely treat for my new 2K monitors, this hologram one. Why is there such a fake title? What's the fake title? It said drums, probably shirtless. We're getting there. And it said, you know, probably not nude, right? It's completely like pro advertising. There's no falseness here. These studio lights are so pixelated. Yeah, that was, I kind of just searched, and then I found, I wasn't even looking for that, but when I saw him, I went, oh, that would look cool, and then I pulled down the image, and it was like, that is low resolution. I was like, I can save it!
Take off the top.
Take off the top. It's gonna like, I am down to 135 to 137 pounds on regularity, so I'm actually pretty, you know, happy, but it's still gonna pillow top. I'm still gonna pillow. I don't know if I'm that comfortable with my body. No, I'm not comfortable with my body. Take it off. Plus, you know, Twitch has rules about not showing nipples, but you can show everything down to not the nipple. No, if it would be completely appropriate for me to take my shirt off here, and Twitch's rules would abide it, because, you know, I'm hot. It's situational. Faster, Paul, and faster. You know, it's just, you're like all of my lovers, aren't you? Like, let's just take it slow, and also... He's like, where did you went to... What? Okay, so scroll down again. What's next on our list? We've only gone through like 3 or 4 rows of how much song musics there are here. 4 months, only 4 months of what's been put out to this channel, and I'm skipping stuff too, stuff that I don't, you know, want to click on. Reggae, drumless, jam track. You know how I like the reggaes. Let's reggae it up. I really liked that one. I really liked that it got in and it got out. It left before it had overstayed its welcome. That was nice. That was nice, Condor 70, don't you think? Completely unrelated, but what would you guys think of Phoenix Point and XCOM spinoff? Something for the stream. It's not an XCOM 2 spinoff, is it? Pong, you are genuinely quite an impressive drummer, says Hologram 1, and that's coming from someone with a friend whose dad was one of Queen's drummers. Ooh, you're 2 steps removed. How many to Kevin Bacon? Thank you. I will just take the compliment. Just take the compliment. Just shh. Thank you. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. 300 BPM a riot. I mean, if I put 300 BPM on, I can probably play it at 50. You know, I can make it work. Just I was actually quite impressed at the beginning of that last song how few hits I could actually take and still have a functional drum beat. I was kind of playing with that. It was just down to like it was like it's every offbeat, like once per 3 measures I'd hit it was good. I liked it. So that was, what was that? It was a reggae. It was probably that drumless reggae I'm looking at now, yes. Energetic, electronic, ambient drumless. I don't like the sound of that. Let's give it a try. Okay. It was enjoyable to play along with that. I like just being simple. Let's see. What about 213 BPM in 9:15? Hey, we don't talk about that. That was 15. That was different. When was Trump elected? No, that wasn't it. It sounded naughty. I am not strong in the lesser multiplication prefixes. Kilo and mega, I know, but I keep forgetting 100. It's hundo. It's hundo. That's the actual language that I use, though. Hundo. It's a hundo. Oh God. I have so little, like, brain energy right now. It's fine. We don't need our brains to drum. Clearly. You don't need much with the brain use. Many of for true with can naked. Late night funk. Go. kind of snuck up on me that one was ending. And I broke my callus. Oh, my first callus from drumming. Can you see? There it is. I calloused it and then I popped it open. Little air blister underneath the skin. Yay! I can feel pain now as I enjoy myself. Oh, it's just what RMAJ always wanted. I'm sorry I took it from you. Come on, Pawn. Do a stupid time signature song for us. Also, stop smiling. It's very creepy. We expect you to bitch and moan and whine and piss and complain constantly. This thing you're doing with showing your teeth and lifting your cheeks? What is this? It's very off-putting. Stop it. Energetic rock. Did we already do that? I don't think we did that. I think we just did late night with, what did we do? That was late night funk? Is that what we were just doing? Energetic rock. You're going to love this one. It says 290 BPM. Or 130. I may have misread it. I'm not sure, but you're going to love it. That was kind of my jam. I like that. That was fun. That was a fun rock beat. Whew. That wasn't a boring rock beat. It was well written. Had a bunch of different movements. Did a bunch of different things. Asked me to, gave me room to come up with new things without feeling like I was forcing them on there. Or I just need to lay down for a minute. But I like that one. This is one of my favorites so far. I gotta say it. The first chorus structure was kick-ass. It was just rock on. Woo! Oh, that was good. Oh, one of my faves. Oh, I just gotta catch my breath down here. Oh, did you touch my ass? Who touched my ass? One of the cats, probably. I've been training them to touch my ass. And they're finally starting to pick up on it. You know, I've always said, with a dog, enough peanut butter will do wonders. Cat, just little tuna. Sometimes some tartar sauce, depends on what they're into. Just gonna get up. Walk it off. Oh, walk it off now. There we go, walking it off. Woo! Oh, I like that one. That was fun. So who did a thing and it blinged? Come on, Pawn. My grandmother can drum harder and faster than that. Yeah, well, your grandmother's probably not even like 70. The chronic fatigue syndrome has aged me to no less than 107 years old. So, you know, when you're 107, let's see how you rock the lobster. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're 107. We're gonna take another live stream break because I said so. Shut up. Yeah, I'm playing. You can guitar too, can't you? Should do a cover song for something, says Telegram one. You know, if I'll probably set up a system where I can record, and then we can just show up and play some chords on loop to a click track, and then record some drums, and I'll come back and I'll make up some words, and boom, you got it. Top 40 hit, day one, top of the playlist, YouTube. My family is full of immortals. She's 92, says why are there no names? Yeah, we'll wait 10 years. She's 112 like I am. That would be 102 Pawn. See, when you're 112, you can't do simple decimal base math anymore. However, you can count in binary. 0, 1. No, I can't. That's it. That's as far as I got. We're going to take another live stream break. And we will be back with Vic Chesty, drum solo. You guys want me to take it all off, this is the least I can do. We're going to just cue up Not on the Bus by the U.S. Army Blues because it's an 8-minute long song. And then all I have to do is double click and we get to go to the live stream break. Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. There we go. The hair is real. You need to be shut up. You need to be shut up. That's what you need to be. Don't talk back. Welcome back to twitch.tv/Drummond live stream on drum./Ronan/Pawn. It takes it out of me, doesn't it? But I do enjoy doing it. Hey, have you guys seen the herd Amazon Prime do? Well, so you know Amazon Prime Video, their service. Because I was ordering this stuff to, work on the electronic drum kit, and they offered me free 30 days Prime. I said, okay, give me the free 30 days Prime. What the heck? And then I saw, ooh, on your Prime Video service, you've got The Sopranos. Okay. And honestly, just on like the first page of what Amazon Prime Video has to offer potentially that I might be interested in watching, I immediately saw a whole bunch of stuff, that was just like, yeah, heck yeah. Now, comparatively, I have a Netflix account, I think, underneath all the dust that I rarely ever use it. Netflix has going for it its original series and stuff, and they're good, Some of those original series are, like, damn good. Artistic and well-produced and just well-written, good stuff. But, I don't actually watch Netflix, it's the thing. Paying them $10 whatever it is a month. And Amazon Prime is like $12 or $13 a month. And you get the free 2-day shipping on anything you order from Amazon, and you get access to the Amazon Prime Video Club that, like, I looked at there were so many things I was like immediately, you got that? You got that? You got that? Whereas Netflix, what usually happens is I go, and search, do you have this? Okay, what like that do you have that I could watch? So I'm thinking I might just, burn the Netflix account down and pay the same money plus $3 or something to Amazon, because they've got better series. It's mostly series that I've already seen, but that I'd like to see again. So what do y'all think about that? I guess that's what YouTubers supposed to do, right? Tell me in the comment section how you feel about the Amazon Prime Video versus Netflix thing. I'll tell you, here's a negative for Amazon Prime Video, but it's a negative that also counts in Netflix category, just a little bit less, is Amazon Prime's video player stutters. On my rig that we are currently, playing like perfectly synced, low latency MIDI drums while live streaming and recording at 1080, 60 frames per second and playing back YouTube videos and all this kind of stuff. Like, my system can handle your little video player, or it should be able to, but it does have a slight stutter even on 30 frame per second video playback. And here's the thing, Netflix also has it on my machine. YouTube doesn't, Twitch doesn't, but Netflix has that little stutter when I go at it via the web interface. And what I'm thinking is maybe I need to try, watching it in the name we dare not speak, Internet Explorer, or whatever they're calling the repackaged Internet Explorer, Microsoft's browser. I have a suspicion that that the web players for those services are built on Silverlight. I don't know. But, I just don't understand why, YouTube's works flawlessly, Twitch's works flawlessly, 60 frame per second, and then try and play back a 24 or 30 frame per second, video back through Netflix or Amazon, and there's a little bit of stutter there. It's worse on Netflix in the browser, but what Netflix has to answer that is a, downloadable client that's intended for cell phones that you can put on Windows 10. It really is intended for cell phones, and a lot of the very important to me features, like a sleep timer, and a lot of other stuff just aren't there because they didn't even think about there being a mouse involved or a keyboard or, I guess they were thinking, nobody turns on something on Netflix and falls asleep while holding their tablet, so who needs a sleep timer? I don't know, but, they need to think, for a giant company with that much money and this is what you do, you need to think harder about these things. Especially when your Netflix client through the web browser stutters on a very powerful Ryzen 2700 PC with a 1070 GTX and all the other things. So, yeah. What was I... You were just complaining, randomly. Oh, okay. Just the usual. Just the usual. So, yeah. What do you think? Netflix versus Amazon Prime. What would you do? I think I'm going to cancel Netflix and then come back when they release, new episodes of the series that I'm already invested in, and then watch those, over the course of a day or two, and then cancel my subscription. Can your computer handle 4K? I would assume. I mean, it's a 1070 GTX, not like a 2070, but it's a pretty good, graphics card. That said, I do have 3 monitors hooked up to it, so it could have to do with how many monitors I've got going, but, I mean, still, no. Web playback, no. Not on this machine. It should not falter or fail. I just pirate all my stuff, says Wire. Another good idea, but I kind of... No. It's actually not a good idea. I would rather pay for stuff if it's made available to me, especially when, I go to the Amazon Prime page and just boom. It's like, would you like this, or this? And I'm like, yes. Whereas Netflix, I pop it open and I'm like scrolling and going, what, and you guys have been like studying what I watch and this is your suggestions? No, maybe, no. Amazon Prime, first time I log into the damn thing, it's like, what about these? Yes, all of them, please. 7/4 hippie prog rock. No, I'm not playing any of your songs. Any of your weird 9,000 BPM songs. I'm done with them. Amazon Prime has the Tick Spoon? Oh, has the Tick! They've got the Tick, live action or original cartoon. Either would probably be fine with me. I never saw much of the live action show, but, I like the actor and I like the premise of the series, and, I don't imagine that they could get too overly dramatic or overly serious with it, because of the nature of what it is. So that sounds fun. I will watch all of that. Yes. Amazon, you've won a customer by simply having content that I want to watch. Good on you. Could you fix your friggin' web browser, viewer, video, player, majigger? Amazon Prime is incredibly worth it, says Hologram One. Yeah, especially with the 2-day shipping. Not that I order that much from Amazon now that I'm incredibly poor and, holding on for dear life, but it's fine. It's fine, I got all kinds of sugar mamas. Yeah, if I need them, I'll just start shopping out the old cock. Because I used to be involved in illegal rooster fights. It was a bad time for me. But if I put them back out, my sugar mamas will take care of me. The discounts on buying things and the video stuff, so effing worth it, says Algorithm One. I think so, too. It's great if you can afford it, says Why Are Their Names? Live action. It's amazing. Oh, really? The live action one? Yeah, I don't know that I ever saw it. I was really excited for it because I so liked the cartoon, and then I don't know. Maybe I went into a monastery at that point in my life or something. I got a little distracted with unimportant stuff. Ontology and, the nature of existence and why I should continue breathing. Like, what? The Tick is on. TBS or something. Go watch it. I don't know where it came out. Fox? I bought my computer stuff from Amazon. That by itself with the discounts paid for several moths of Prime subscription for itself. I could imagine. Also, I do have the Amazon Prime, or the Amazon credit card. And sometimes they'll send a thing along saying, we're going to give you 5% back instead of 1% or something like that. It's like, okay. But right now I'm trying to load up my new Capital One credit card because if I spend $1,000 in the first 3 months, if I push $1,000 through it, then I get 20,000 flyer miles. So, why are you telling us all this stuff? I don't know, I'm just killing time before I have to actually start drumming again. I want to, or else I wouldn't be here. I'm quite enjoying myself, and this is the most physical workout strenuousness that I've done in days. I also cleaned my room, my office here. I cleaned it out, got rid of the boxes full of everything, unpacked the box that had all the soldering iron equipment in it. Now that's all out on the dining room table. Nobody eats the thing anyway. This room is, it's not clean because there's cat hair everywhere. But I've, with Windex, and I did a partial clean, and then I Windexed a little bit out there too. It's I've been working hard for a man in my condition. Who wants to do some shoegaze? Some shoegaze. Indie shoegaze drumless song. Okay, we'll give it a try. What are you about?
Play me a song drum piano, Mann.
too slow and depressing.
Kinda. I'm gonna have to just take the rip the skin off of this open air blister. Ugh. I got my first. I'm gonna develop a callus again. Cool. Yeah, that was, you know, it was nice and relaxing at the beginning, and then it just kind of, and then it was, there was nowhere to go with it. Plon playing some Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Oh, hello, Hickston. Hixiden? Hexton? Can you play Without You by Motley Crue? No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm very tired. Also, I don't know that song. I don't know, you know, I know of the crew of the Motleys, but I'm not sure which of them that would... I'm sorry, I'm very, very just... I have no ability to speak right now. 130 BPM rock. Good. Something, just don't make me think about it. Just like have it in there and just make me work for it. That's all we got at this point. Going for it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I ain't going anywhere interesting. And it's taken forever to get there. 28 more measures of this! Cool! Thanks. What else you got for me, honey? Something with some... That's why I try and stay away from rock, because in these listings, it's just like, I want to play. I want to do something. And have some fun. Afrobeat drumless. I have no idea what that is, but it can't fail at this point. Just gonna let it fade out. Just let it fade out. It wants to do a little thing. It's gonna wrap itself up. It's a little bit early for the pull out, but we were thinking the same thing. We were in the groove. That was fun. I like that. Oh, I like that one. The face is going so rad. Is it hologram one? Maybe I've just got the saturation turned up too far. Hold on, maybe you should do something more relaxing. This is relaxing. What do you... What are you talking about? This is how I just unwind. What? Pawn playing some Led Zeppelin, I see. Was I? Was that some funky Led Zeppelin? Okay, back it up. Back it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me, challenge me, that's a sin. Awesome. But what else you got? So we did the Afro beat. I see they've got some ultra funk. Ultra funk sounds like it's 100%. No, it's 4 drums. Okay, I thought it said 100% drunk. I may not be able to see straight anymore from the blood that's too much in my head or not enough in my head or whatever the problem seems to be here. Do the song I linked, says Hologram. Oh, you linked the song? All right, everybody gets a chance to either rickroll me or send me a song that I can legally play and that is also something that I can listen to. I can't play drums with the music of Led Zeppelin Volume 2. It won't, I'm probably going to get sued anyway. I might as well. No, I won't. Just on general principle, so it looks like I give a shit. To the media, scumbag media houses out there. And they are. It's not just because they're protecting, we're just protecting our copyright. You scumbag media houses have thrown anything and everything that ever landed in your CD rack into the YouTube CMS account system and are thieves for doing so. One, because you did it back in the day before YouTube had a system whereby it would actually hold the revenues, continue to monetize something while it was still in question, and then, deliver the revenues. You're also disturbing the ability to collect revenues in some of these situations where, well, there's a dispute, less monetization is accessible. And 98% of the claims that I have received in my tenure on YouTube, 5 years or more, have all been shit that you didn't have the license to, didn't have the right to, that I'd already secured the license from the... you are wrong 98% of the time. And you just throw everything you've got in the pool like it doesn't matter. And then you let us just deal with it. As though we're gonna... And we would sort it out for you. But then YouTube, on the other end of the stick that we get hit with, YouTube systems don't, correct. So I can, get you to agree that, oh yeah, that's in the public domain. We don't own that. Whoops. We do that 20 times a day around here. Whoops. But that doesn't mean that tomorrow if I post something that has that same in the public domain protected piece of work, that you scumbag media houses won't still, claim it. That the CMS account will still be automatically registering that. You're all a bunch of bastards, is what I'm saying. People. What a bunch of bastards. Ultra funk? Did we do the ultra? Let's just go. Let's do some salsa. Salsa. Wait, no. Let's do some hip hop. Hip hop. Simple hip hop. 80 BPM. Oh, yeah. Slow it down for me, baby. Slow it down good. Simple track. it's over. Like, that's when it should have been. It should have been over a couple of minutes earlier, but it's over now. I just decided it's over. It was good. I like that. It was simple. It was fun. The most. It's a larger nuisance in a song like that. These pedals suck because they're so like right there. They're so right there doing things that I'm not asking them to do, and just like there's so much space between each. So when it starts doing, you know, but and then this one's always. This one wouldn't even stay down. Well, I was just trying to hold it down and do this. But these issues will be fixed with soldering iron, well, soon. Tomorrow, the stuff's coming in because I got the Amazon Prime now. Raising, shrinking, static, and audio bleeding. Static. Oh, it's in the mic.
Static and audio bleed over.
It was in the microphone. Sorry. Sorry, little jiggle in the cable. Gotcha, my bad. Why am I hearing multiple voices? You're not still hearing them, are you? Your static sounds like a dozen different voices. Really? That's weird. It's just a little jiggle in the cable, it'll happen. The other thing, the worst thing is, I mean, it's not worse, I guess. But the other thing that'll happen is the friggin' phantom power unit that I got. Some days, most days, it behaves the way that I expect. Some days, it will decide that it's going to put more voltage onto the line than it does all the other times, and then my voice will be incredibly loud! And I won't know about it until I watch back the last live stream that we did, and that's apparently what was going on there, because my voice was way louder than everything else. Probably also picking up local radio stations. Maybe that's what it was. Cool drums, but still not as good as my Yamaha drum machine. Can you play the drum machine with all that? Huh? Can you, on your drum machine, can you do... I should have probably muted that so it wasn't just a whole bunch of clicks, right? Yeah, I should have muted the mic. Can you do that? And more so, does your Yamaha drum machine invent its own notes? This has AI, okay? So while I'm playing it, it decides to do other things that I haven't told it to. So it's advanced. It's just like Google's AI. Just like YouTube's algorithm, rather. Which is Google's AI by proxy. Just like YouTube's algorithm. By the way, really great little hiding spot for YouTube, isn't it? To be able to say, well, we made a change to the algorithm, but we didn't intend for it to promote Nazi videos and stop people from talking about abortion. But, you know, it's just that's what it decided. We'll fix it in 3 to 6 months. How convenient. Like, YouTube is the model of what corporate entities are going to end up looking like the further into the future we go. The more that companies do rely on artificial intelligence, the more they'll be able to use that just the way that they already do with, like, third-party contractors to say, it's not us! We just told an artificial intelligence we wanted to make more money. And now all of Malaysia is enslaved and nuclear missiles may have been launched, but it wasn't our fault. You can't hold us responsible for our AI's decisions based on the power that we gave it. YouTube is in that position right now, and it's like, yes, we can, YouTube. We can hold you accountable and responsible, and we do. And we do. Join me on twitch.tv/rodentporn. Ice cream. Jack it off, 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 jack it off. I'm not wearing it. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Ice cream. They didn't have algorithms in 1987, only really heavy electronics. you can bash people's skulls in with. That is at least as good or better. At least as good or better. Solid state electronics. I don't know how many more I can, with the playing of, do here. But I think 2. I think I got at least 2 more songs in me, and I want to do 2 more songs. You know, it's not like I'm holding out because I know that you guys are all, you know, salivating for more listening to Pawn play drums sloppily on a drum machine that sloppily plays drums. It's because I actually want to do it, don't I? Let's play some salsa. Oh, God, what have I done? It's done it again. Let's play some salsa. I like salsa. Maybe it's a good music style, too. I don't know. I don't know. There weren't a lot of places to go with that one. Love the sound of instruments being heads in. What? What? Hey, Pawn, you'll like this, and it's only 1,000 BPM. Perfectly slow for an old man like you. Alright, why are there no names? It's my last song, and then I'll die. And I'll go to hell. For having fallen for it again. Experimental prog rock in 7/8. Oh, good. Does someone consider that music? It's experimentals as far as their names. One of my favorite local Detroit bands back in the day was Space Band. They were improvisationally experimental. That was just like kids who have too much time on their hands. That was what that is. That's not. And I mean, Space Band's like friggin' just making sounds. And I appreciate that. I did not appreciate that. I don't. None of that. No, it's like I have so much time on my hands. I'm going to go out of my way to try and deconstruct everything that is good and lovely and fun about music, and then make an awful song in that style. That's just. I'm sorry. I don't. It's not for me. Let's just put it that way. Instead of shitting down the throats of some really like incredibly bored people, let's just say it's not for me, and you need to get lives. Funky Latin groove drumless. It's fun to play. It's fun to play. He has one speed. One speed! Yeah. Yes, I do. And I'm quite satisfied with that speed. It's fun to play around. It will be very nice to get this thing less limited. Yes? Could you maybe set up your drums to control Clusterstruck? That's what do you think we've been doing? This is a speed run. I'm 3 hours into, like, the world record, potentially the world record, for a new category, hashtag drumless %, because you have to play along with drumless tracks with your drums. So it's a little bit weird on the naming convention, but it's just what we came up with in the community. We're almost there now, you know? Just 7 more songs and we'll kill the devil. You know what? F it, the devil's too hard. I'm gonna go with this. I'm just gonna go with this. World record drum only %. I'm going to call it for the day. My finger is broken open. Half of my hits, I've been trying to, like, avoid using that finger on the left hand because it hurts. It will be really cool to get this drum kit, presuming I can, unlimited. Because, you know, a lot of what I'm doing here is very samey over and over and over again, and maybe that's just because it's the way that I like to play. Maybe it's just because it's the kind of music that I'm playing to, or something like that. But a part of it, I know, is also the limitation of the drum kit is not really, you know, conducive to a lot of the stuff that I used to do. And when I've got a kick that will bounce back against something, I can start doing, you know, intentional double taps, and I'll just have, like, more... Once you change one rhythm on one, what do you call these things again? Penis? On one of your penises, once you change the rhythm there, it opens up to another, you know, other chapters of, like, oh, well, this goes with that, and right now, the limitation of the kick is probably holding me back pretty significantly. The snare might be another big one, and the hi-hat, I think, is really just... it's a nuisance, but I don't think it's really making that big of a difference that the hi-hat sucks. But yeah, this will be like tomorrow I get the equipment in, and we shall see. We might just do a live stream this Friday, right? Because today was Wednesday, or... What year is it? We might just do the next live stream 2 days from now, presumably at 4 p.m., whatever that day that will be, where the camera's out there. This camera, by the way. Let me just bring you over to the new setup. Where you at? Where you at, brah? To this camera. Mobile. Over the cell phone. God, that's loud. Need like a 8-piece kit. Lol. Well, I could make that, too. I could totally make something like that. I've got 10 piezo elements coming in, which means potentially 10 drums. I could replace the ones that I use for cymbals. If I made, like, a proper cymbal, as opposed to just a flat pad that just sits there and you smack it, and made one that's actually, you know, that does cymbal-y things to it, then that would get me 2 pads back that I could use elsewhere for other things. That said, I've never been that big into having like a million different things on the kit. Honestly, even in the band Dead Letters that I was in, having 2 rack mount toms was like, that seems like a lot of toms. Like, I just rarely use this extra tom. 1 tom, 1 floor tom, 1 snare, hi-hat, crash, ride. Having another crash would be cool, I guess. Could set one up for cowbell, I don't know. But, yeah. Something, words, brain not function well anymore. But I could totally make more pads and stuff. I would like to get a couple of these working in, you know, a better fashion. And the thing is, as much as I consider and think it would be really cool to build my actual drum kit, which is awful, into just a purely electronic drum kit, by removing the heads and replacing them with screen and putting the piezo elements on the inside of the shells, which is entirely doable. Like, that is just a bigger, more unruly kit that you have to deal with, you know? If you build it out of actual drum parts, well, now you've got the snare and the snare stand and the cymbals and the actual cymbal stands. So I think it's going to be like certain choice pieces. I could see having a hi-hat that was a real hi-hat. In other words, taking my... Oh, you're over here now. Stop looking at me from over there. Going back to the other one. You perverts. Sneaksy perverts. Come back over here. I did a lot of work on this today. Notice the little brick there? You know, just showing through from back there. There's an entire wall of brick that I made. And then that's all that I decided to have break through. A hi-hat, having a real hi-hat might be worth the while. But I have to figure out how this thing works first, the MIDI control box for all of this, figure out what its limitations are, how it functions, before I would consider that. If it turns out that I can do variable hi-hat function, where it's not just all on or all off, there are some pretty interesting methods for converting a real hi-hat into an electronic hi-hat, using things like photoresistive sensors, light-sensitive resistors. Light-sensitive resistors? What are they called? There's words for them. You know what I'm saying, though, anyway. Using those, like, IR, or, like, a chip that, you know, it sends out a beam of light, and then it can see how bright the light is when it hits where it hits, that kind of thing. There's a lot of interesting ways for having, like, a truly variable hi-hat using those different electronic components. But I don't think that this little thing is going to, like, support them. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do my little switch setup and see how that comes out, and then we'll, you know, go from there. But the kick will be a huge improvement, and then the kick, I'll do the hi-hat, and then if anything, I'll bring my real snare up here. And what you can do with a real snare, if you're going to turn one into an electronic kit, is it's possible to use multiple sensors, multiple piezo elements in it in order to detect not just when you're hitting the head of the drum, but also when you're doing like a rim shot, when you're hitting the edge of it. And it gets deep. It gets deep how much information you can feed into a good VST drum deal. And I'd like to play with all of that, considering that the cost of doing it is, you know, a couple of dollars for... I think I'm getting in 10 momentary contact switches with rollers on them. And I think that was like $5 or $6. I'm getting in 10 piezo elements with the wires already attached to them, so I don't have to solder wires directly to the element. And that was probably $7. I think I might have ordered some potentiometers, even though I don't intend to use them for... Basically, potentiometers so that I can adjust the resistance, like a bass resistance, for the setups that I'm thinking of doing with the hi-hat. And then, you know, be able to dial it in, basically. And those were like $5 for 20 of those or something like that. Electronic components are frighteningly cheap for how much money we pay for them once somebody solders them together and then markets them and puts them on a shelf in a Walmart. It's frighteningly cheap. Alright, what's my effing aux cable? Where's my effing aux cable? Jeez, found it. It was in my phones. I like perverting you from above, says Hologram One. Well, everybody does, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it still. I need more green screen. Is there something wrong with my green screen? Oh, green screen that over there too. Let's see. Pro tip, kids, don't plug in your drum machine while it's playing at maximum effing volume. Those old machines get real loud. I can hear pawn and my beat. Excellent. Excellent. Well, you're just going to be hearing your beat in all by itself in just a minute here. Wow. Does anyone else think that I look like Mark Twain or something here? Mark Twain, but you know, the dude that Mark Twain wrote about with the N-word Jim character and the, you know, that old rhyme, Huckleberry Finn. Like, ugh. It's noisy though. Why is my PC's mic port so effing broken? 'Cause audio sucks, man. It's hard to set up. Yeah, I'm pooped for the day. I'm done for the day. I'll be interested to see how, like, legible that thing was, because I didn't really make that to be where I would stick the video from, like, the YouTube video, but then when I was putting this together, I was like, I could do that. If we take it away, where is it? It'd be you. That's what's supposed to be up there. It's a motivational poster, everyone. It's supposed to drive you forward. Don't read the smaller text, because it may be one of those joke motivational posters. I don't know. I didn't look at it hard. I'm the boss. I just buy things and move on. Oh, we've come to the end of another live stream. This was a drumming live stream. Should we do some more cluster truck next time, or should we, I think we should do some soldering next time. I think, now that I got the cell phone thing set up, and I can transmit the audio, and I have figured out that it is precisely, and no more, 3.45 seconds delay between the audio and the video that comes from the cell phone server thing application that I got installed. It all syncs up, and I think we'll go out to the table and do some soldering and take some things apart. Maybe take one of these pads apart and investigate what's on the inside of this. Take the foot pedal apart. I already know what's on the inside, but I could show you guys. Maybe even take this bit apart just to see the bit that actually does the signal conversion into MIDI and then sends it out over USB, just to see how incredibly simple and nothing this is, that you can totally reproduce on your own for pennies on the pennies. Pennies on the pennies, everyone. That said, I am the Ronin Pawn. This is where you dig out.